All right, guys, welcome to the Power and Mastery of Influence. Rocking and rolling Wednesday night. And what'd you guys think of that story last night? Were you guys all able to be on the story for Kelly's story? Pretty amazing, huh? Talk about battles of overcoming and pushing through and not letting your past define your present. I'm excited about it, and we got great response from the very minimal amount of surveys that were filled out. So if you guys haven't filled out that survey, please do so and pass the message along to fill that out. I think we had like 145 surveys filled out of 3,700 members. There wasn't a whole lot of people on the call just because I think it was a Tuesday and people weren't really used to it, the call on Thursday, but wasn't for lack of posting and sending out emails. So, all right. So welcome you guys. We are hot into the midweek, and we're going to show this motivational video here first, and we're going to have a little chat after. So here we go. Grab those pens, get ready to write. This is a good one. They're all good, but you know.
There's so many individuals out there that are so talented in different things that never accomplish anything. The world is filled with talented people, and they never accomplish anything. The body has limitations, the mind does not. We focus so much on what goes on from the neck down that we forget it all starts from here. If you're not mentally ready, you're never really physically prepared.
Why most people never achieve their goals while 2 or 3% really achieve a high level of success? The people who took this one action every single day were the ones who achieved their goals and dreams more often than anybody else.
Finding your passion is also one of the biggest questions. You just got to try everything. You just got to keep trying. I mean, that's the thing. It's like you have to be motivated to at least try.
I firmly believe that everybody on this planet has a gift. It's your job to figure out what that gift is. Then it becomes your job to decide whether you're going to act on that or not.
There is nothing we cannot do. It's really a matter of setting a focused goal, because without a target, you'll miss it every time. Picking a target and then picking the steps along the way and realizing that all the resources, all the capital, all the expertise is there. But ultimately, it's only going to be tapped if that target is in your heart and your soul.
What changes our whole life is action. Why don't we take action? Fear. What do we got to do to get ourselves to do it? We got to make sure that we push ourselves through it by making a decision. The point in which change happens is a decision. Every change in your life that you want will come from something simple, a decision. See, a real decision is not like a preference. It's not like, well, you say, I'll try it and see. That's not a decision. Decision comes from Latin. It means like incision, to cut off from. Decision is when you cut off any possibility except the thing you're committed to. It's like that is it.
A decision is the first step. Decision is like a war. I got to do this or that. All right, I'm going to make myself do this. But commitment is when you now, after you've decided, you commit to do this for the long term. Whether it's hard or easy, doesn't matter. You're doing this. It takes it from this moment and it carries it into the future even when things are difficult. Decide, commit, and resolve.
Don't wait until you're 25 or 35 or 45 years old. Start building that discipline right now to get what you want, because there's 7 billion other people on this planet trying to get it, trying to get this thing called success. See, most people think success is a straight line. I'm going to get out of high school, I'm going to get a job, and everything's going to be fine. That's not how it plays out, folks, okay? This is how it plays out. Guy decides he wants something, and the line gets all squiggly. See, that's really what success looks like.
Discipline means taking the hard road, the uphill road, to do what's right.
Most people stop at failure. We've all failed at things. I'm going to continue to fail at stuff, right? It's the most powerful tool you can use, but it all depends on how you use it. And most people are just satisfied with Ed. There's always a next level. Your definition of greatness and what you want to achieve could be totally different than somebody else's. You know, we always say, no one wants to be first, okay, because they're afraid of the consequences that come with doing something first. Can't be a failure. You're the first to do something. If you're the first to do something, you can't be listed as a failure.
There's two types of people. People that are going to get what they want and the life they want, and people that don't. Two types of people, folks. People that get the life they want, and everybody else.
A lot of people out there that are constantly trying to improve themselves by looking for the one change. The one change, right? The one change in their life that's gonna make their dreams come true. It isn't one thing. And it isn't 10 things, and it isn't 100 things. It isn't a quick path, and there are no shortcuts. Getting better isn't a hack or a trick or a one change that you need to make. Getting better is a campaign. It's a campaign. It's a daily, a weekly, it's an hourly fight. An incessant fight that doesn't stop against weakness and against temptation and against laziness. It's a campaign of discipline. It's a campaign of hard work and dedication. It's waking up early and going to bed late and grinding. Just start doing it. Take that first step and make it happen. Get after it. And get after it here and now.
Every one of us who's a goal achiever sets goals, but very few people think about the obstacles that are there and them overcoming the obstacles. And in order to become an amazing goal achiever, you have to accept the fact that there will be obstacles, but you also have to prime your brain to recognize the obstacles and to teach it that you can overcome it. And you can do that in your mind first, and you back it up with a plan. And guess what? You will start to become a goal achiever instead of just somebody who sets a goal.
If you don't like the way your career is or your business is, change it. If you don't like your body, change it. You don't like your relationship, change you first. Because if you change it, you'll bring you to the next one. Maybe it's time to change it too, but change yourself first. If you want to change anything in your life, you have the choice. So there's no right or wrong. I just want to make you aware in this breakthrough session that everything in our life changes the moment we make a decision. And I mean a real decision. A decision is when you cut off any other possibility and you commit to something with everything you've got and you take action. But the big decisions start with little decisions like, what am I going to focus on? Because whatever you focus on, you're going to feel.
So instead of sitting in that job for the next 10 years, go do your thing. You've got plenty and plenty of time.
People want to know how to stop the laziness, and they want to know how to stop the procrastination. They have some idea in their head, you know, some kind of a vision, what they want to do. But they don't know where to start. They don't know where to start it, you know? They don't know where to start. Where do I start? And when's the best time to start? And I have a very simple answer for that. Here and now. That's it. You want to improve? You want to get better? You want to get on a workout program or a clean diet? You want to start a business? You want to write a book or make a movie or build a house or a computer or put together some mobile application? Where do you start? You start right here. And when do you start? You start right now. Because the idea isn't going to execute itself. And the book isn't going to write itself. And the weights out in the gym, they're not going to move themselves. You have to do it, and you have to do it now. You want to get better? You want to self-improve? Stop looking for a shortcut and go find your discipline. And find your guts and your passion and your drive and find your will. And then you will find your freedom.
Pretty powerful, wasn't it, guys? Wow. Let me grab the link for you guys real quick. There we go. Put the link in the chat there for you guys. So the winning mentality. How many of you guys all have found your passion here? Throw me a 1 in the chat. Hopefully we'll see 16 people say 1 in the chat. Or I don't think you'd be here. Lorraine, do you care to speak upon your frustration?
It's just about, not getting responses, and it's just frustrating that people aren't responding. That's all there is to it. It's like, okay, I'm plugging along, and not even one. And then I say, how am I supposed to do my follow-ups and my PMs if nobody's, giving anything back? It's just it's the same thing.
Yeah, let me ask you. Let's get to this. How many people have you shot a personal message to that you knew previous to this class, that you had a previous relationship to, and told them how excited you were that something's changing your life and that they'd like to see what it is?
Most people that were on my original friends list.
Just on Facebook. Like, how many people in your life that you've known?
Well, most of the people, I really don't get out there and outside of my circle that very much. So, probably just a handful that are not on Facebook, but I don't really come in contact. I mean, I can't just go in the grocery store line and pull somebody and say, hey, I'm involved in this. Can I tell you about it?
No. Yeah, no, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about, your people that you've been in contact with, friends outside of online, or friends that are online. Can you give me an example of what you're saying to them?
Just start a conversation and, say, what have you been up to? And, when it gets back to where they say, well, what have you been up to for the last number of years? Or say, well, I would tell them that I was, lost my job in September, and I got involved in this great company called Cooler Brands. And, it's not where you have to recruit people, you don't sell. We do crowdfunding, and we help inventors take their dreams to become reality, all the way from the crowdfunding through the development phases and the marketing phases, and then finally the sales phases. And for that, I'm going to be earning royalties once they get onto the market.
That was way too much. Way too much.
Yeah.
Way too much. You just tried to explain something and it sounded like an icky business model to me. And I'll be honest with you. And Cindy came to me yesterday and we talked about this. Don't come at it like you're proposing a business. Come at it like you're sharing something that's going to save their life. Bottom line. So what have you been up to lately? Well, to be honest, I have something that's changed my life, and I'm so excited to be a part of it. And I finally found my home somewhere, and it's something that I cannot help but to share with everybody. Would you like to just take a peek at what I'm doing? Keep it at that. Don't even explain the business. Don't explain what we do. The only time I do that, and I post it, my copy and paste, is when somebody specifically asks me about Kula Brands on a post.
Okay.
So if I post about Kula Brands or what I'm doing, somebody says, hey, I'd like more info. That's when I say we launch inventors, creative minds, artists into the marketplace. In return, we get a royalty for the life of that product. Kind of like a community style Shark Tank. You want to have a look. That's it. Let the video do the walking. And it's okay to be frustrated. But at the same time, it's okay not to be. And it's better off not to be. Because when you're frustrated, that frustration, that energy, that I am frustrated is what you are. And that is what you're going to take into every single conversation that you have. No matter if you think so or not, it's going to be there in the lingering energy. So moving forward, when somebody asks you what you're up to, just show them how excited you are. Leave them hanging. What is she talking about? This Lorraine sounds excited. Lorraine sounds passionate. Maybe I should take a look. Just keep following up. Hey, so exciting. This just happened. I'd love to tell you about it. Do you want to hear about it? What you're doing is what I did early on where I was making mistakes was I was trying to explain what it was. And let Peter do that. Let one of our 3-minute videos do that. Just get them interested, pique their interest. And so I want you to remember, maybe even put a little note on your bathroom mirror, say, I'm having the time of my life. Right? Just put that on your mirror. I'm having the time of my life. And every time you look at that, you're not going to be frustrated because you're going to think about what Kula Brands is to you and why you joined and what it's doing in your life. All right?
Thank you.
Yeah. And like I said yesterday, it's been 3 weeks since I've influenced somebody in. And for me, that feels like a lifetime. But I'm not frustrated at all. And it's not because I've influenced so many already, but it's because I know what's happening. I know what this is unfolding. I know what's coming. I know what's happened. I know how far we've come. I know all your lives have already changed. So take a step back, take a breather, think about what I said, write that down, and really keep it simple. Just keep it simple. Share your excitement.
Okay.
All right. Thank you for being honest and letting us know that you're frustrated. That helps. That helps us get through things. And I'm sure somebody else in this class needed to hear that. Cool. All right. So yeah, that's good, Melinda. That what you just said in the chat. Definitely. So when I asked you guys that you've all had your passion, you found your passion here, and this goes along the same lines, is you gotta explode with that passion into these conversations. If you're not having them on the phone, if they can't hear your voice, or if you're not face to face with somebody, You got to figure out how to explode that passion into a message and share it, exploit it. That passion is what is going to get people fired up. It's not hearing about a business model. They've heard it all before, even though they've never heard this one before. In their minds, they'll trigger to that, oh, I've heard this before. So they'll automatically shut you off. So it's almost like, all right, so the psychology of things, how do I get through that? And it's through passion. Trust me, it's through passion. It's through excitement. I really love Tony Robbins when he explained what decision is. What the decision is, it's actually cutting off any other possibility than the one that you committed to. It's so powerful. We always talk about in here, the most powerful thing is a made-up mind. And so when you decide something, like Lori said, I decided to go for it. I was going to take the rest of December off until January 1st because I was going to take a break for the holidays. Promotion came along and she decided that very moment that she was going to win. And that's what it takes. I hope you guys heard that yesterday because that's exactly what I told that I've been begin this course is that when I decided this is going to be my last rodeo, my last business, and that I'm going to do whatever it takes to build it, that's the decision. That's that decision that I will cut off any other possibility than the one that I just committed to. All right, so how about you guys? What'd you think of the video? Any feedback from you guys?
Corey?
Anybody has? Yes, Sandy. Hey, does everybody know Sandy? The infamous Sandy Queen?
Yeah, right. I liked it when they said, one of the first things he said was, every person on this planet has a gift. You just have to find it. You have to find your own too. But you do have one, you have to find it.
Yep. Exactly what we were talking about yesterday.
I liked his statement that he said, if you're not mentally ready, you are not physically prepared. And I remember when I came into the class, I don't know if it was the end of February, beginning of March, and I remember how scared I was, but I knew I was ready. I knew I was ready for change, and I knew that I was going to just go for it. And it's been a fun ride, and it sometimes it does get frustrating, Lorraine, but you know that if you just keep doing it and doing it and doing it, just like we're taught, it's going to happen. It might take weeks before you get a response, but you will get a response. And hang on, because once those responses start coming, they really come in. So hang on, Lorraine.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Can I say something?
Yes. Upen. Thanks, Cindy.
Okay, people, don't get panic with my face. Don't get panic with my face. When Corey sent me the initial link for the class for the 5 hours, I thought that this is another company class they're training and they're going to teach me to paid and something like that. So I was not ready. But the moment I took the first class, in just less than 12 hours, I finished all 5 classes. And then I never looked back since then. So it comes from inside, not ready. Your body is not ready, you're not going to do it. But once my mind told me inside that this is what I'm looking for, last 12 years, I lost and lost and lost. But this is my winning time. My time has come. And I'm never going to look back. I want to go to June convention with 50 people under me. That's my goal. And I'm going to get it.
Man.
I'm going to get it. Today, today doctor gave me 2 medicine to lie down so I can go to sleep. But then I thought if I take medicine, I will miss my class. So I'll take the medicine as soon as the class is over.
That's right. That's awesome, man. Power through. Got priorities here. Shark attack or no shark attack? So your goals for June. So you heard in the video, the 2 things that you need to hit those goals are to put all your heart and your soul into it. And that's how you hit your goals. Massive action. That's awesome.
If I can do it, anybody can do it.
That's right. If I can do it, anybody can do it.
Anybody can do it.
All right, so I want to show you guys a conversation I just had about 3 hours ago, and this is just an example, and this is, in my opinion, well, not my opinion, this is how a typical conversation goes. When somebody friend requests me or I add a friend, I go out there and I find a network marketer. This is usually how it goes, because network marketers are I would say the road to the road to get to the PM is a lot faster than it is if you're just starting a conversation with, I don't know, an average Joe, that's not in network marketing, or you can't tell is in network marketing. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? So let me just show you just an example of a PM, and maybe this will help you guys in seeing what I do. And so let's see here. Oh, watch out, kitty. Hey, this is the new shirt, by the way. I just posted this in the Facebook group. So I'll just kind of go through the conversation here. And so Amanda sent me a friend request, and I didn't know who she is or where she came from, but I noticed right away that it says business owner at Brian and Amanda Weeks, lives in Owasso, Oklahoma. All right, so that information I knew right away just by looking at it. I didn't have to go to her Facebook profile yet. So I accepted. I did some research, quick research, make sure they weren't. Seen that in the call the other night. Oh yes. So realized that wasn't a fake profile. I could tell right away with the experience. So I waved, she waved back, and I didn't wait for her to reach out to me, even though she requested to be my friend. So I took the initiative. As soon as I connected with her on chat, I said, hey, Amanda, how are you? Thanks for reaching out, and the connection, exclamation point. So you see, I asked her a question. You're welcome, thanks for the connection. She put that. I said, what's going on there in Oklahoma, question mark. Just getting out of town. How about you? I said, sweet for the holidays, question mark. Just getting some last minute shopping done between my crazy busy as days. Just add a little humor, use my personality. And then, little small talk. Sorry, I didn't mean to push that. I don't think so, but are you ready for Christmas? Yes, ready as I'll ever be. You have a bye, big family. I said, I had a typo. I said big, not by, LMAO. We gotta love the errors there. Not too big. How about you? No, pretty small. So then I went into what does Brian and Amanda Meeks do in their business, their biz. All right, so I'm forcing the question there. We are affiliate marketers with Elite Marketing Pro. We also market a weight loss, healthy coffee, and just 2 weeks ago into a cryptocurrency realm. All right, so I know they're entrepreneurs. I know what these companies are, and I know what they do because I used to be with Elite Marketing Pro, as Sandy wrote about me in LinkedIn. And so I moved to a position where I can identify. Learned a lot, but I moved on. So you with Elevate Coffee, No, she tells me the company she's with, a company called Almost Quit the Whole Industry before, just the typical, what I say to each person. Whoa, kitty, watch out. Not just downline with your own efforts, the world sells for us. So does this look familiar, this part? We launch inventors, artists, and creative minds into the marketplace. 23 plus multiple streams of income and growing. We just partnered with a major motion picture and launching a country music star. What did I just do? I just leveraged something that's way more exciting, in my opinion, than coffee and that old business that I used to be with. But I leveraged that fact. And she said, we still do a little EMP, but that isn't our main focus of this year. So I noticed that she really didn't respond to what I just said, right? So maybe typically somebody would stop there and say, I guess they're not interested. I just laid it all out there and they didn't say anything. So I complimented her company, Valentis, right? Just a little short compliment there. I hear you about getting out of the industry, getting a little burnt out, and then came Bitcoin, cryptocurrency. Now things are changing. All right, cool. So I got a pain point here. She's burnt out too. Perfect. Yeah, it's out of control. Kula was built because of all the BS online. As you see, I went right back to my conversation above. I got a hold on her. I'm not going to let her go now. What's insane is the one-time actions we take pay us like clockwork for the life of each product. This time next year, think about getting paid by over 60 different companies like clockwork. Nuts, I tell you. Now she said that's super cool. Okay, now she's kind of thinking about it. All right, you notice how I didn't make it robotic and just say, because she didn't ask for information yet. She just asked what I did. And I didn't throw a link at her. All right, and that's there's still going back and forth here. So I said, for real, you look like awesome marketers and people. I would love to chat about being a part of it all. I'm totally normal and a little crazy fun, haha. But this is honestly the holy grail I had struggled for over 10 years to get to. And she said, let's do this. We just invested into the cryptocurrency realm this month. I'll have to wait, but I am always open. Boom. All right. I said, yeah, let's do this. Are you available tomorrow for a 10-minute chat? She's leaving for the holidays, heading out of town, but we set an appointment for after the holidays. I got it on my calendar for Wednesday the 3rd. And that's when we are going to have a call, and I'm going to sign her up. All right. Did that help you guys? Good. That's just an example of how it goes. And when she tells me about our other 3 companies, I told her how I struggled, told her why Kula Brands was built. She felt the same way. She was burnt out. This happens all day long, or in between doing my activities. There's so many of them out there. So just identify with them, create a solution, which is Kula Brands, and keep asking them questions, keep them interested, keep them on the edge of their seat. Even though she didn't say anything, I know she was thinking about it. Definitely was thinking about it. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. Hopefully it helped. And anybody else have anything about that conversation or about the video, or anybody want to tell me what they're grateful for today, or anybody want to share a celebration of sorts? Can't all be that shy.
You know, my last sign up I got came out of the blue, and it came from somebody who lost their job, and she said her husband had been telling her about stuff he'd seen on my wall, and she was in the hospital when she lost her job, and they called and asked if I'd come to the hospital and sign him up with Kula Brands. Wow. I spent a couple hours at the hospital, and that was that. And that was just from what they seen on my wall. They said, you got to be doing something great. And you know, I've got to do something. So sign me up.
That's awesome.
That was
and there are these.
And that was from posts on the wall. Nothing else.
Yeah.
From the wall.
Yep. And that's from one simple daily activity. That's awesome. Congratulations, Sandy.
Corey, you asked a couple of days ago, what is our gift? What should we write? What is our gift? Our goal, or what should be in the next slide?
No, not your goal. What's your gift? What's your if you were to text? We did a assignment of sorts a couple weeks ago, maybe a few weeks ago. Texting 10 people that know you pretty well, and text them and ask them one word to describe your skill set or your most valuable asset. And so, if you were to do that to 10 people, you know, what would they say your skill set was? What's your gift? That's something to think about. God has given us all a gift. So now it's, if you don't know what your gift is, let's figure it out. Let's get to it. Does anybody here want to share their gift? Bobby? I'll unmute you. There you go.
Okay. Yeah, my thing's gone. I have it enlarged and I don't even see the option. It's something that I've known I've had my entire life, and I've used it, but I've lost my confidence, but I still know what my gift is. And I always love to help other people. And I will be able to help people reach their goals, you know, to have financial stability and help the inventors. So every which way I look with this company, I can use my gift after I get over some shyness. I wrote something on the notebooky thing, so I don't know how many people saw it, but I wrote on there that I've been around the block a few times, and I always get along with people. I've never had, you know, problems with that, but I have never met a community that each and every person that I've come in contact with, whether it's on the phone, I've chatted with you guys, or, you know, they want to help. I mean, it's just beautiful. And I'm glad that I've met each and every one of you. And thank you for listening, Jabber.
Thank you. No, that's awesome. It's a great example of a gift. And what better way to exploit that gift and within the community, outside of the community, outreaching. That's awesome. Thank you, Bobby. Mm-hmm. Love it. So yeah, Bupen, that's a very great example of she has the ability to help others.
And can you have Kelly tell us what her gift is?
Yes, we can. Kelly, what's your gift?
I guess that's a perception thing, huh, Sandy?
It's the whole thing is Kelly's got a lot of gifts, and I like to hear her say at least one of them.
All right, so I have a surprise for you then, Sandy. So I was stuck in a rut, got back into class, been working on myself. Part of what they said in the video was people are looking for a way to figure out how to stop laziness and procrastination, where to start and how to start. And so that time is now and right here. So I've been walking the walk and the talk. And I called Kelly today, and I am actually gonna move forward and be in her book and get myself out there and start doing some speaking and start helping some people in a serious way. Probably mostly with dealing with families with drug addiction and that kind of stuff. since that seems to be my life. So it's a big decision, but I've needed something to get me off the cliff instead of in my room. So I can talk all I want online, but it's time to get out there and move forward and really start stepping up. So
wow.
Does that one work for you?
I think she's satisfied with that answer. Thank you, Kelly. And congratulations. That's amazing. That is a gift that others need to hear and see and feel and experience. The book, Patty, was on the call last night. Was the product that we introduced is the story of Kelly. I don't want to butcher her last name, Fedro. But she's her newest book. I think it's her third book, right? That she has 3 books. This is the 4th one that she's currently writing, and there's going to be 30 short stories of people overcoming a struggle, different struggles. And I think she's got 13 or 14 people that have signed already to be authors in the book. And so, Kelly, congratulations. That's awesome. Wowzers, man.
I wasn't going to say anything, but
well, it's all Sandy's fault.
Now I know. Now I know.
All right, Bhupen. What's your gift?
All these 10, 12 years I was in infinity complex. Like, I cannot do it. I cannot recruit anybody. I cannot do. But after joining this and learning from you and all that, now I can do it. So there are several Bhupen out in the market, several Corey out. So I want to change their mindset and move them to the forward way. And that's my gift to them and me.
Awesome, man. Love it. See, figure out that gift. And I'm sure most of you, if not all of you, have way more than one gift. Way more than one. Sweetness. All right, so it is Wednesday night, guys. I'll post in the Power Mastery Facebook group of the assignment, but it's something that you guys, I've asked you guys to think about or work on since Monday. And we're going to make it real. It's going to be I'm going to type it out and I'll put it as a post, but it's going to be along the lines of, remember the 5 things I asked you about who I will become. To cover different parts of your lives. For example, I will become a more balanced life. Whatever it is, I'll type it up and I'll post it, and then you guys can think about it from there. But we did go over it on Monday, and hopefully you guys have been thinking about it. But we're going to turn it into an assignment, and we'll get creative with it. And that way we can say it out loud, make it real, and strive to be that person who I will become. All right, cool. So look out for that. Always stay connected in the Power Mastery Facebook group and the Heartbeat chat. Those are always the 2 places that if I say something or announce something or Deborah does, those are the 2 places you will find it. Since the Heartbeat chat, it's a chat and it moves, you'll always know that it's posted in the group. All right, so let's get some quick numbers here. We got a call in 12 minutes, so we're going to go fast. All right. Kelly, you started out.
Okay. 10 friends added, 5 messages sent, 6 groups posted in, 11 groups joined, and 4 follow-ups.
Great job. Lynn? Then Justin?
PMs 1, groups joined 10, friends added 0. Well, I added some friends, but they weren't really for this. Groups posted 11, Follow-ups 4.
Good job, Lynn.
Groups joined 10, groups posted 9, 14 PMs, 7 follow-ups, and 3 friends added.
Nice. Good job. Lorraine, then Cindy C, then Cindy H.
PMs 2, groups joined 18, friends 2, posted. I haven't done postings yet. I am going to be posting after class. Follow-ups were 2.
Awesome. Lorraine, work on your personal homework.
Yep, will do.
All right. Cindy C. Cindy C? Oh, you're on mute. Sorry. Then I couldn't see you talking.
Okay, 1 p.m. 10 groups joined, 6 friends added, 9 groups posted in, and 10 follow-ups.
Great job, Cindy Hill.
PM's 19, groups joined 12, friends added 2, Facebook posts 22, follow-ups 25.
All right. Good job. Great new video, 3-minute video. A lot better than that first one. That's awesome. I love it. Not that your first was anything wrong with it, but you look more confident and you look more excited.
Hey, you could have told me. I sent that out to a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
You could have
Told you what?
You could have told me that it wasn't good.
Oh, honestly, I didn't watch it before.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. You had to.
I did?
You're just mean.
Hey, listen. You're awesome. Bupen, and then Hope, and then Melinda.
Sorry, I had a rough day at work and then whole day at the hospital and doctor's visit. So I'll do the double work tomorrow and give you my numbers.
All right. Thank you. Hope?
I did 2 friends and 1 post, and that landed me with a security check, and I think I'm going to have to create a new account, so that's the
Create a new account.
Because I can't get past the security check. It won't take the code. I've sent a code, I put it in, it just won't move past it. So
Did you
the CAPTCHA code?
Cookies? Delete
No,
your cookies and clear your history.
Clear your history, delete your cookies and cache.
Okay.
Give it a day.
It kept saying that it was wrong or expired.
Maybe your caps lock was on?
No. Okay, but I'll clear the cache and everything, and yeah, try again.
Yeah, try that. You shouldn't have to start a new account. That's
Yeah, log out, log back in after you do that.
Okay.
All right, keep us posted, Hope.
Yeah, I will.
Melinda, then Nadia, then Bobby.
Okay, I'm starting back from 0, but I have goals for the week to do 10 groups and 5 across the board for the rest.
10 groups joined?
Or
10 posts?
To do 10 groups.
Joined or posted?
Joined.
Okay, and then 5 on the rest?
Yeah.
And that's 5 for the week or 5 a day?
That's 5 for the week because I have a couple events I'm doing on Saturday.
Okay.
For the Steel.
Awesome. Go get them, Tiger.
I'm trying.
Sell out. You're doing, girl. You're doing. Every single one of them has $25 of yours, and you got what they're looking for. Own it. Nadia.
5 PMs, 5 groups joined, 1 friend added, 24 group posts, and 13 follow-ups.
Awesome. Thank you. Bobby.
4 PMs. I need new glasses. like whatever. 6. I joined 6 groups, and I made, four friends, accepted a bunch. I don't know, everybody's coming out of the woods, and I'm plus all you guys too, but I'm not counting those. And 0, well, I don't mean that in a bad way, but I haven't posted or anything yet. I want to get my domain and figure out what I'm going to do, because I had like 3 other businesses that I've knocked down to 1 plus Kula. So I just have to kind of figure out how I'm going to do that. So that's why I haven't just jumped out there, because I'm like a perfectionist. And I want everything like perfect before I go. And I do realize that you don't build the plane. I think I've heard this somewhere. You don't build the plane and then take off the cliff. You build it on the way down. So I'm getting close to jumping.
Good. Hey, closer than you were yesterday. That's progress in my book.
Thank you.
Good job. Awesome. Randy.
Come here. Up.
Okay, I got PM 10, groups join 5, 6 friends, groups 14, and follow-ups 5.
Good job, Randy. Patty, do you have your goals for the week? Or did you put them in the, no, you didn't put them in the, you're not in there yet. What are your goals for the week, Patty?
I haven't figured them out yet.
All right, so let me help you with that. So do you have a pen and a paper?
Yep.
All right, so for personal messages, what do you think you can do in a day? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5?
5.
5 a day, so we're going to do 35 for the week. Now remember, this is just practice for you. This week is just practice, so no pressure. Don't feel like one way or the other. Just do your best. How many groups, Facebook groups, do you think you can join a day?
Well, the question is how many do you want to, or how many do I want to? Like, I don't want to see all their posts. That's
Facebook a good question.
Because I joined some Facebook groups, and then I see their posts, and I see these some people doing things I don't want to do with people in Wisconsin or someplace I don't know, not that familiar with, making jewelry or something. I don't necessarily want to see them every time I'm on Facebook. So can I join the group and then not follow them or something?
Yeah, you can join and you can turn off the notifications if you want to the group.
Okay.
Definitely. You want to start off with just a few to start?
Yeah.
Like 2 a day?
Okay.
All right, so 14, and then friends added.
You mean friends from these groups that you want to start a conversation like we saw with you?
Yeah, any way you add a friend on your Facebook list. So adding a friend, or if you request a friend and they accept it.
So I guess 2 and 14 then for that.
2 a day?
Yeah.
14, okay. Groups posted in. Do 5 a day, 4 a day, 3 a day?
Okay.
5?
5.
All right, 35 for the week. And then follow-ups, we usually put that along the same lines as the PM, so we'll put it at 35 for you. All right.
Okay.
All right, if I did not get to you, please post your numbers in Blue Pen. We're going to have to hold off. I got to get over to the live webinar, but you can definitely post that in the Heartbeat chat, Blue Pen. Thank you guys so much. Everybody put them in. By the way, guys, you have you got a lot of posts that you can do tonight with the live presentation. As soon as you get on there, share it to your wall. Put a catchy little title short on it, and then share it out to 10 to 12 groups at a time. All right. If you have any questions, Patty, make sure you message me after you join the Telegram groups, and I'll get you in the Heartbeat chat, okay?